Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Tiny Rogues warm-up runs number 52. Well, no, it's not 52 videos, it's just 52 runs. Random. I hate that sound. Why is it so loud? It's the Mystic. You gain double stats from charms and weapon enchantments. So, like, if you do fire damage, it's double fire damage, right? And double stats from charms. Like, what's the best charm? There's probably, like, damage up charms, which would be pretty effective to double up on. And you start with the fortune charm, which is, magic find? So theoretically, we would have double the effectiveness of magic find from whatever this charm is. 20%. Well, no, it's not 20%, it's 10%, but this is double to 20%. We have a side sword, mystical wrappings, repeating sequence of buffs, and soul scarf. Your flask gives you a soul heart. Now, I have to remind myself, this isn't an enchantment, is it? The mystical wrappings? Like, it's not gonna give me double buffs, right? I highly doubt it. I need the bombs. Fortunately, though, for once, we're actually able to access the secret rooms, at least for now. Oh, God. Hey, speaking of weapon enchantments, we can upgrade our weapon as soon as we find a better weapon to upgrade and put an enchantment on it. Maybe we'll luck into getting an early mimic that just gives me like a Dragon Slayer mimic that's gonna kick my ass. I mean, they're my favorite early mimics to get, honestly. Yes, they almost always kick my ass, but also you get a lot of good stuff from them. And I always just remember that one run where we got the weird axe that, ooh, bombs. That weird axe that doesn't scale, but does a lot of damage, and it like two-shot the boss on the first floor, which just goes to show you how strong that thing actually is. Dun, 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 dun. Architress says, I think Abe just feels judged by Twitch. It's more like, I know my streaming bitrate is stable, but there's just a red indicator in my stream overlay that says your bitrate is unstable. I didn't know that's a lie, but it bugs me that it's there. It feels like a personal insult. Like, thanks, Twitch, thank you. Which one's strength, the fox or the squirrel? Hello! Can I tag along? That's a bummer. Well, there's also like a target on the tree. Probably intelligence, probably dexterity, probably strength. I think we took the fox last time. Give me a squirrel. Give me some nuts. I wouldn't join forces with a squirrel for all the bunnies in the meadows. Even if all the stars aligned, I would never party with a squirrel. Hoot hoot. 10% increased magic find. Actually, that's pretty okay. I like magic find. Also, I like tiny bubbles. You get him, squirrel. You know, ironically, this is the place where you would find nuts. You get those nuts, squirrel. Is the squirrel doing 14 damage? He's doing super effective damage at the very least, but he's not very strong. Why is he doing 14? It says 57 to 104. When an orbital completes a full rotation, trigger on dash effects. On dash, gain haste. Increases movement speed. Why the heck not? Plus on one death defy, interesting. Resets each floor. I mean, I like multiple dash triggers, maybe orbital build. There's a lot of stuff we can do with that, hopefully. Beef or gold? I'll take beef. It's weird to me that it's a plus 10 gold payout still. We should be up by now to like 10 to 15. I will take a weapon. Flamberge. It has mana drain? What does it have mana drain? Seems like a pretty good weapon. Yeah. Each point of dexterity grants critical hit multiplier, but it's a very short range. Why don't you give me a Headhunter's Flambear, 60% increased damage to bosses, and also it's just good. And then it inflicts Scorch. I couldn't look at it. Does Scorch stack? Because I'm noticing that there's like one stack of something on the boss. Oh, one stack of burn? Yeah, there's one stack of burn, but multiple stacks of Scorch. Right, I remember. On draining mana, trigger lightning. When you've dealt exactly one elemental damage type, gain increased effect and duration of ailments you inflict. Scorch is an ailment, burn is an ailment. So those would stack. Effect and duration. Interestingly, this would buff not only the burn damage, but the effect of burn as well due to Scorch. So up to 10 stacks would be up to 200% bonus burn damage that's already 100% of fire infliction damage as fire damage. It could be interesting. If you take BFF and then Arcane Familiar, something funky can happen, says Milt Thompson. What do we care though? Like, I don't care about familiars that often. I think I kind of like the idea of elemental focus, fire build, and then you just have tons of fire damage being inflicted. It says you will care about this. Arcane Familiar best friends? Do I have to get rid of Acorn? Milt Thompson. You know what? It's a lot of Magic Find now, and we can get something maybe out of it later if we get Arcane Focus. Milt Thompson has piqued my interest. Potentially there is like a secret that I've never seen before or an effect I've never seen before. You know what? Let's freaking do it, man. Although I do also want to have big ol' fire build, but we've done big ol' fire build before. Your lucky hits intimidate. We do not have lucky hits. Tavern with 15 gold, no thank you. I'll take some bombs. I'm trusting you on this one, Milt Thompson. I'm trusting you to be guiding me to some unique content. Don't you be messing with me, kid. Then you'll need mana forged bolts or anything that triggers off mana use. Oh, so it's actually a 3-part puzzle. Well, why didn't you say so? +2 to weapon upgrade level of fire weapons? Yo, that's sick. Thank you, Flamberge. Or, sorry, Flameberge. Oh, I've been pronouncing it incorrectly this whole time, huh? It's a pun. It's either a pun or a reference. Sounds like the ultimate troll. I think I understand what he's getting at, which is that you can have something trigger all of the time, and maybe it'll trigger itself, so it's just like an infinite triggering of abilities, but we'll learn. We'll see. And you know what? Why not try it? Unlucky hits inflict fragility. Take some more damage over time. Okay, so there's the fire build. Increase companion damage per aura, increase companion damage. Now we're gonna go for the weird fire build, but I need lucky hits first, which we do have. Yeah, we'll keep the flat damage for now. We may or may not need a weapon that has mana drain for this weird synergy to work, but we'll get there. We'll see. But I hope you understand, Milt Thompson, that if this doesn't work, I'm blaming you, because we had an awesome fire build in here somewhere. Hey, the Nor, welcome. How are you doing today? You called? I don't think anyone called you except names. Ha ha ha. But we've done the fire build before, which is why I wanted to maybe try something I haven't seen yet. We roll fire build basically whenever possible because it's so freaking good in this game. Got him. Sheep costume. 1 more companions, but you deal less damage. Hold up. 40% increased magic find. 60% increased magic find. I'd rather keep this. All right, let's go intelligence, because I think we're gonna need that for whatever this build is. I think I need large, I was gonna say attack speed up, but you actually don't want attack speed with burn. You just want to hit once really freaking hard. I do look like a sheep. That is very funny. But also, again, not what you want to have on a fire build, right? Unlucky hit, inflict fragility. You know, God, it would have been the perfect fire build. I'm gonna take that. Lucky hit chance per weapon upgrade level. Actually, that would work pretty well, but we have nothing else that synergizes with lucky hits. Lucky hits intimidate. Enemies take more damage. We'd have to replace this, but maybe we can get the, no, well, both the dress and the tuxedo are armor slots. Because if we get +2 weapon up, or +2 fire weapon upgrade level, and then tuxedo set, we can get some very, very solid stuff happening. I'm just gonna sell it. I hate this. Gonna become cursed on floor 3. At least we have a long time to find the anti-curse purging stones. Beetle armor. Increased melee damage with 2 beetle companions. It's actually not gonna be that much because of the fact that we're gonna lose the effect by having the familiars out. It's also gonna make me very slow. Tavern and bombs. You know what? I have money. I do have money. And there we go. That's the purging stone. And we can start becoming good. I think we were good last run, but we can become good on this run too. You're not gonna give me a free upgrade, unfortunately. Do we go for booze? Increased damage over time. That'll work very well with the burn. And we don't need to upgrade the weapon. It's already pretty decent. Very good against bosses. Yeah, let's do the event. I want more keys at some point, but. +1 luck, but you've also been cursed. I guess that is good for us, because it will work with Crimson Cloak, slightly. Beep, beep, this is Connie. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. So, plus damage to bosses means that we should be doing more fire damage to bosses, and then we have more fire damage from the booze. The booze. Okay. Slimy orbital and power. Creates a fiery ball orbital that deals damage and inflicts burn. We don't care. Resell value, damage dealt to enchanted enemies. All kind of sucks, but I guess we can hold on to this and either use it or sell it later. Let's go to the good shop. Increase melee damage, damage dealt to undead, lucky hit chance, thank you. We do need to find another purging stone, but we'll do that later, or rather, at some point. Bombs or gold? Give me the gold. We have enough bombs for a while. I hate that, but what are you gonna do? Tempest fans. You know, it's worth taking and selling. Inflicts companion sign. Critical hits with this weapon trigger thorns and Tempest fans. You know, literally I could re-roll it, but We'll just take it and sell it later, I think. Odd place for strangers to meet, isn't it? What brings you down here? Call me crazy, but you appear a little weak. I think I can help. Want a little boost? Take this. Raises your level by 1 and permanently grants 5 strength. Ah, level by 1. It's a one-time remedy. Just makes it really strong and upgrades your experience by 1. Not your level, your experience. I don't want to lose intelligence, but I guess we're transforming ourselves into a strength build accidentally. What is that sound? Golden Scheme, doubles critical hit multiplier. Let's go to the shop. Yo, crystal stuff. Oh, I love it. Hold up. Don't we have something that when we need orbitals to trigger on dash effects, but we can still get it. Flails are considered orbitals. On triggering a crystal effect, gain crystal surge. Oh, increase primary attack damage. On dash, shoot homing crystals. On taking damage, trigger crystals. So we want on dash, we want crystal surge, and we want we could take crystal flail. And then we just fire homing crystals all the time. I like it. Oh, and then we get the power as well, which is another orbital. And there doesn't seem to be a cooldown on the boot effect. Maybe there is? I don't know. In any case, I think we're fine. Okay, give me a potion. We don't need to go to the blacksmith. Every time I get the crystal shop here, I always think of FTL. Because I'm like, hey, we all of a sudden have the crystal synergies. And like, we fire crystal weapons now. It's pretty good. Candy. I do need more candy. We do lose the fire effect, but actually what we could do is fire off one of these and then use the flail. You know, just burn the enemy and then start smacking. FTL, not Dark Souls with the crystal vendor. No, my brain goes to FTL. I could see where you'd be wrong, though. Who's the crystal vendor in Dark Souls? I don't think I've ever, like, actually bought garbage from him. On dash, trigger a fan of knives. Well, we already have crystal boots, which is synergizing with crystal effects and crystal surge. Oh, it's so good. Increased orbital speed. Orbitals deal guaranteed lucky hits. There's something there. It's either boots, gloves. Well, it's gloves. Hold up. Okay, this is cool. Here, I thought you were a Souls geek. I'm not a big Soulsy geek. You'd be wrong about that. All right, I like this. I like this a lot. On the tally of 5 primary attacks, do a crit. Damage rolls, booze buffs. No, we're apparently looking for something specific. Explosion damage deals burn. Burn is based on explosion damage. Power increases burn by 10% currently. Oh, right, I know that. Trigger combat start effects on picking up a mana star. Movement speed applies to attack speed, which is currently 3%, or morale. We'll take morale. This is, there's no arcane familiar, but we can reroll it later. I think you gotta take raised morale because it's just so good, and this is very funny. I really like the build right now, which is on dash effects. And it's actually more on dash effects than we've had on previous runs where we've been synergizing on dash effects. It's really strange. I like it. We need more intelligence, not beef. Petrified mana or shop? Well, wait. Thief hood. Oh, we have the thief set now. Pick a lock when you don't have keys, critical hit multiplier, buff. But we can't get rid of the space helmet, and I really like the hidden glaive. So we have a set, we're just gonna sell it later in one floor. I mean, a mana star permanently is not bad, but... All right, well, I didn't want to do this, but I'll do it. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It must have been good candy, but I'm still gonna take candy. It's just so strange, but I love it. Just burn him a little bit and then start triggering. At least it's not honking, you know? Honka, 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 honky, honky tonky. Okay, I mean, +2 companion capacity, and then 40%, 60%, 80%. I guess we can have more squirrels. Sure. And then are we becoming good? Yes. Increased damage dealt dragons. More iframe after dashing. Now, is this an on-dash effect? It says on-dash effect, but this is after dashing. Does it work? I don't know. We gotta still buy something though, so I'm just gonna buy this, and then I'm just gonna buy this, and then we're good. Lavender Corpse, welcome. It doesn't, what a shame. I can understand it though, because otherwise you would be literally invincible, but that's kind of what I was hoping for. Because it doesn't say on dash, it says after dash. Fair, but also not what I was hoping for. This is literally what I was hoping for though. Int growth. Elemental focus, Hunter's Patient, Trigger Mania. Trigger Mania is a stackable emotion buff that grants increased attack speed on the tally of 10 damaging triggers. I mean, we trigger all the time, right? Triggers crystals, on dash trigger. Trigger your on dash effects. So Trigger Mania should work. Not gonna backseat. No, like I literally asked the question, you answered. Lavender Corpse with your thoughts, opinions, knowledge, information on the game. You're perfect. Never change, Lavender Corpse. Although I prefer maybe a little bit of sandalwood. Gain 10 stacks of Trigger Mania. 10% increased attack speed per stack. I gotta try it. I know we're not building into the synergy that Milt Thompson wanted me to build in, but I really like this that we have right now. I mean, this is what I'm hoping for. If it keeps triggering things faster, because remember, Crystal Flail is in orbital, and it'll trigger the space helmet. So we want it to be spinning as much as possible. It's very strange, but also very good. We gotta sell some stuff. And I did sell the charm that we had, but that's fine. You know what? We don't need the fire weapon level charm. We don't need this. I'll keep the thief set. It actually is nice to be able to, don't need this anymore. It actually is nice to be able to open a locked chest if we know that one's coming up. Zombie arm, increased damage dealt to bosses. 3 souls for bombs, take it. Stamina surge, don't need it. Dice or blood chest? I'm actually gonna go for the dice. This is a really fun build. Oh yeah, and we're Mystic. What's the ability? Double stats from charms and weapons, so the charms are actually pretty effective. This one doesn't synergize though, unfortunately. RIP. Gold or Mana Star? I don't know if we're gonna need the Mana Star, but I'd rather go for a permanent buff. 2 keys. This is actually pretty nice, because we can open up chests in the future. Charm or a set item. Let's go for charm. Yeah, it's our Mystic ability is buffing the charm to give it more iframes, but it's not triggering on dashes, which is unfortunate because otherwise it would just trigger constantly and make us literally immortal, which would be awesome, but not how it works, because that's cheap. Understandably so, understandably so. Guaranteed critical hits as well. That's absurd. Increased physical damage. Increased magic find on armor. Lucky hits are giving us fragility. We don't need that anymore because we don't do DOT. Increased effective booze. Lucky hits chance per stack of tipsiness. I think I'm just gonna go magic find. But we need to level up some more. I don't want Bratwurst. I want to raise intelligence to try to do whatever the synergy is of best friends forever. You know what? A key is fine. Lavender Corp says, I love Magic Find. I like Magic Find until it doesn't give you what you want, but I understand that would be a little strong. Okay, I guess we're gonna go more strength. Okay? There you go, +3 strength. Royal Armory Epic Weapons. Balrog Wand, primary attack deals fire damage. Zweihander, each point of strength grants top-end slashing damage. +10, not +10%. It's up to 2 times. Misfit Sword. Glimmer Shred. Cold damage, fire damage, lightning damage. Hilariously, that'll work with lucky hits. The Spelunkying Astronaut. The space helmet is way too big for me. I mean, I don't think I've ever had this one. Oh, I've had this. This doesn't seem that good. Oh no, never mind, it's great. It's just homing shots. All right, that's actually pretty good. Unfortunately, it's not dash effects, but maybe we'll want it. Magic Weapon Tavern. Tavern? We should put a buff on this. Piercing? Precise. Critical hit chance. That's pretty good. I'm taking your dice. I'm going to... Probably don't need wine anymore. Lucky hit chance rum. Do we need lucky hit chance at all? What is it? What does lucky hit chance do? Fragility. It does nothing, so just give me the damage. Drinking resets this timer, I'm realizing, but this is fine. Do we want to upgrade a weapon? We could upgrade it twice? Yeah, okay. Give it to me. I see. Mimics, but it's more curse. Hey, Ash and Rand, welcome. How you doing today? What's going on? The North says our secret duty as Twitch chat is to mess with Abe, backseat away. Pretty much. Screw it. On Death Defy, gain limit break, Gladius, and then at this point, if we get infinite potions, I'll probably take infinite potions. Abyss Cloak adds 3 to curse, grants corruption aura, takes dark damage, makes affected targets take plus 10 to 45 dark damage, inflicts corruption 1 time per second, increases damage taken, and then cursed hits. I mean, it's an aura, but like, what do I care? It's a big aura, but that's mostly because of morale. Just give me an epic. Well, that was fun. Yeah, it's got decent range, but that's not really what I'm building for. On dash, trigger knife projectiles inflicting damage and bleeding. On dash, shoot homing crystal projectiles. I like the DOT effect. I would like to be able to hold multiple sets of boots though. Resell value of items. That's gonna give us a lot of money when we hit up the next shop. I mean, that's gonna be like 80 gold right there on floor 9. Like, we don't, replacing the boots is fine, but we already have boots that do damage. The bleed effect is good. But I don't think we need it. Like, we don't need it because we already have boots. Milt Thompson says, BFF Arcane Familiar Maniforged Bolts will still be waiting later. Just have fun on this run, Abe. I'm not gonna worry about it too much, but I would like to see it happen if it happens. Yeah, the boots have homing, but actually those the purple boots that fire the bleed knives, they don't home, but they do aim. So they're actually very consistent at applying the damage. They're really good. At least that's what I remember them doing. I remember them having some sort of homing to them. But yeah, these ones, they are very just all over the place. Critical hits with melee and ranged weapons trigger the attack of a magic weapon. We don't have any magic weapons. No, we do. We have Balrog Wand. Wait a minute, that's perfect. And then you do that, and then you constantly fire. Well, we got a crit first, but then we'll constantly fire Why did I come in here? That was just a mistake. We'll constantly fire Balrog things, I think. There they go. Yeah, occasionally. Melee weapon or upgrade weapons, repair armor. I don't want beef. We're mostly strength, but I still don't want beef. I want intelligence. Well, I'm not gonna pass up on a level up. What is my crit chance? 43%? How come I'm not? You know what, here's the thing. The triggers are not causing Balrog Wand. It has to be with the flail itself. Yeah, okay, I understand now. I guess we're taking a meat shank. So it's not as frequent as I would like. Frostbane. Whoa, 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 we can still hold it. What the hell's happening up there? Like knives were coming up from the off screen. Meow. Got him. Pew, 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 pew. Increased movement speed pops a balloon. We could have taken the perk that was increased attack rate with movement speed buffs, but our movement speed buff is only 6%. Leprechaun Frock. Increased melee damage to bosses. Cold damage inflicts burn. Burn damage is inflicted. No. 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 Okay, they're all bad. But we literally have to take one, so there you go. This might be nice, but I really like Crystal Surge for the increased attack speed so we can actually get more spins because attack speed makes this go faster. We might want this eventually. The Charm increased damage 80% currently up to 40%. Yeah, Angel Charm. Then increase effective debuffs. We're not debuffing the enemy. We would with fragility, but that's just for DOT. Accessory. Increase damage depending on how good your alignment is. Trigger crystal effect, gain crystal surge. If we ever don't care about attack speed, we will want that, so... I'll buy it. You know what? There's also something else I need to do. Oh no, I already have it equipped. It's a charm that gives us resell value. We need that because there's gonna be a cell creep on this floor. Cell creep? What game is this? No. No. There you go. No negative, please. God, it's so much damage. Trait also gives you attack speed. Double the stats from charms and weapon enchantments. Trigger Mania's doing it, yeah. But I mean, why not stack the attack speed as much as possible, right? Critical hit chance is 0, but you gain crushing hit chance. No. Chill. Periodically mark the lowest health. Nah. Ailments. Attack speed is always your weapon's base attack speed. No. Trigger your on-dash effects. No. Use an offhand item. Don't need it. No more stats. Nope. Aura. Nope. Lightning aura I don't like anyways. Why'd you tell me? Oh, this is why you told me what harmony is. All primary attack hits get rage, which is increased attack speed. They go down once per second, right? We do have the flail, though. Stacks last 4 seconds, decaying at the same time. to 100 plus 10 per companion you have. Now I wish I had all of that like beetle armor stuff. Poison aura inflicts poison damage to enemies, assuming 3,000 infliction damage is actually pretty good. Repeat attacks on dash. Repeat your next attack. I think that's good. Okay, Boomerang, the Phoenix. During combat, periodically triggers a flying phoenix. The Fire Fang. This is apparently just the fire shop. We should have had that fire charm. Primary attacks deal fire damage and inflict scorch. It's just a bow. The hell are those numbers on the Phoenix? Oh, you never seen 36,000 to 71,000 fire damage before? What, have you never seen the nuclear bomb from the ghost rifle that one-shots bosses? Does it even work with flails? Honestly, I don't know. I assume repeated attacks work with the flails. It's getting real slow, and then it speeds up a lot. Why wouldn't it? Well, like, why would it not? On dash, repeat your next attack. I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Anyways, these are interesting. We don't need them. I'm just gonna take the strongest one so I can sell it. But during combat, periodically fire a Phoenix is a lot of fun. And the weapon itself is pretty okay. Hello, friend. We're gonna be selling stuff to you. All those daggers sound like a boring fairy. Don't need this. Lucky hits, resell value. That's why we're getting so much money. Maybe flails can't count as channeling. That is true. Repeated attacks deal damage. You know what? Hold on a second. Tiny rogues repeat flails. I don't know. Maybe. I'm selling the Phoenix. And then I'm gonna sell a resell value charm. We don't need it. We don't need it. So I don't know if repeat attacks actually work. Maybe it just means the enemy takes 2 hits or something. We'll see. It doesn't look like it's doing anything, admittedly. The star hat and the star cannon. That's a funny synergy to get right now. I'm picking up a mana star, stars drop from the sky doing damage, and then also, mana star gun. Yeah, we could dice it. Weapon gains more damage from upgrade levels and grants increased damage per gold you've gained this floor. It's the one time this would be useful. And we have more obsidian dice now. Totally won't brick your run. Probably not. Increased chance for attacks to repeat echoing fury mace. %100% chance for repeated attacks. Grants fury on hit, which is increased damage. That seems just like a good weapon. boots or a magic weapon. Charm or an accessory. I don't know if the repeated attacks are doing anything, but it's pretty good so far. +1 suppression, not 2 suppression. Crushing hit chance with two-handed weapons, so that'll work with the star cannon. 25 power. Increased companion attack speed. Why are we getting garbage? I do love Titan Ring. Titan Ring is so good. +2 to weapon upgrade level. Hey, you know what? No condition on it. It's just weapon upgrade level. Increased damage dealt to bosses? Nah. All right, there's my level 6 flail and my level 5 star cannon. It's actually like really good damage. I thought that was an enemy attack. Big chest. Give me a second. Gotta check the ugly Christmas sweater first. Okay, hold on. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got a Bible. Increased orbital speed. This might be better than the flail. I mean, you know, that's kind of interesting. Let's see what else we have. We got a lot of stuff here to look at. Mithril coat. It's just HP. 400% increased trigger damage umbrella. What? On triggering any effect, gain tailwind. Oh, but I really want the orbital. And then Drain Scepter. It sucks. Lol, 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 lol. Increased duration of Rage and Fury. We don't actually do that. Okay, Star Hat. No, don't need. Increased damage per gold you've gained. Sucks. Echoing Fury. Not what we're doing. Intimidates all enemies in the room. Every 8 seconds they take more damage. I'll just keep that. We don't need Magic Find after this floor, so we could probably dump it now. We don't need the Blacksmith Hammer. So we can keep it. And then was there anything left in here? No. So the Bible is interesting because it has increased orbital speed, but we can get that on a perk, which hasn't showed up. But I really like the flail because it does fire crystals, but the crystals it fires doesn't do much damage. So actually, I do think that this is better. Galactic Bible. Yeah, okay. Theoretically, this is more procs. Okay, we get the flip-flops. Lucky hits are cursed hits are lucky hits. And rubber boots. On triggering any effect, gain haste. On triggering any effect, gain tailwind. 400% increased trigger damage. I gotta try. This is potentially a ton of damage. Look at it go. Obsidian dice. Yes, we'll buy this. HP, we can afford it. Faster tick rate of periodicals. We don't periodicalize. I want another hand to equip Slime Ball. I'll take a quick power potion. I'll take a quick. random potion. I mean, this is the last floor we can actually buy stuff. After this floor, you can't really buy anything. Okay, both these weapons are at max. They are level 6 guns. I want the consumables, but we also want to level up. Mark an enemy with ruthless hits on burn, lucky hit increment, active tally cooldown, or counters. Cursed hits hex. What is this? Doubles the effect of debuffs. There's a lot of things that do things like this, increase the value of debuffs, but then you have to have something that also debuffs. I don't love it. Ranged attacks gain crushing hit. On non-triggered lucky hit, trigger a barrage. So it's another trigger. It'll work with the Bible, but not really anything else. Melee weapons drain mana. I'm picking up a mana star trigger. Your on combat starts. Or power. I guess we could take power. This already drains mana, so I guess we'll take Inspiring Presence. Not like amazing buffs. Okay, these knives are pretty great right now, gotta admit. On triggering on-dash fire crystal shards, guaranteed crit hit, hidden blades, 300% increased trigger damage, and angry cloud. Which means we currently have like 10 power per companion. So yeah, 20 power. You know what we need? We need the charm of +2 companions, and we could buff it even more, but that's fine. Let's do this. I mean, the only thing is I need more knives, which we would get with the crystal boots. No, we would get more knives with the slime ball, because we would get another. Is it attunement? It is attunement. We would get another orbital, but we could also just get something that gives us more orbitals, hopefully. When you and your companions deal melee damage, you and your companions are granted rage, which is attack speed buff, mana star, armor. Your flask repairs a point of armor if used at full health. I guess we'll take the legendary hat and never use it, because I'm not gonna need that. What do we drop? Periodically intimidate? Yeah, why not? Could also just take, you know, +2 armor. Do we really need to intimidate? Not really. Dun 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 dun. Got a very weird run, but I like it so far. We just need more effects. Why not change out the crystal accessory? Okay, so here's... You're right. What I need the raincoat. So I'm gonna equip Magic Find armor. Increase trigger damage, but it's cursed. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? I want the crystal bracelet because crystal surge gives us double attack speed, which means we get more knives, which works with the boots because on dash it triggers crystal shards, but would also work with the flail. I think this is on triggering a crystal effect. I don't know if that works with this. Yes, it is working. No, that's Trigger Mania. Where's Crystal Surge? Is Crystal Surge present? It is present. So the Flail gives us Crystal Surge, which gives us more attacks, but we lose out on the Bible, which actually is not that important because trigger damage is from the umbrella. So this is the combo we want right here. We want the Flail so we can get Trigger Mania, I think. I mean, we are just crushing it right now. Ah! There goes my block. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the fact that Balrog wand occasionally gets fired. Nice shot. We also have a little bit of... We have a little bit of a desire to hit with the flail because hitting with the flail gives us Balrog wand, but it's not critical. I really like the increased trigger damage though that we're getting from this. Slightly fewer knives, but the knives that we do fire do significantly more damage. 31,604, 68,354. So yeah, it says plus 400%. It's doubling the damage of our trigger, which seems pretty good. Hello, Dragon. Now, unfortunately, we did lose a lot of our raised morale, but that's fine. I should have the gun equipped so I can use it right here. Dude, our damage is pretty good. Increased damage depending on how lawful you are. +2 luck. Periodically fears all enemies. Up to 40%, 80% currently. Lucky hit chance. +2 luck. I mean, this is more luck than lucky hit chance. Do we need magic find? Probably not. So, dump this, take this. And we're probably not gonna find the raincoat. The raincoat would be perfect, because then I could roll raincoat, boots, and then have the slime ball for another orbital, or raincoat, umbrella, and then still have the dash boots that give me homing crystals. Increased trigger damage and more curse. I mean, we're already cursed to hell. Well, no, we're at 3 curse. I want that trigger damage, though. It's not that much, but I still want it. My God, our damage is so good. Do I have any dice? I have 4 obsidian dice. Okay, we're gonna re-roll at the very end. Don't let me forget. Resin. That's permanent effectively now. Because the run's almost over. I have to. I have to know what they are, and also they can save the run if I roll poorly. Cursed hits Hex. They take more debuff damage. You can stack Burn and Bleed, but they deal less damage. Well, they both suck. You know what? I'm gonna dump this. I'm gonna dump the hat. We'll go to the shop. Crushing damage with cursed hits. Apply. That's fine. +4 seconds of invincibility after taking damage. Unnecessary to worry about at this point, let's be honest. And for once, I have a run where I don't have like 800 bombs at the end of it. Okay. And then, you know what? We can freely replace raised morale because it literally cannot trigger anymore, but you get to keep the morale. So out of everything, let's get rid of this. Welcome berserking. Someone in chat said berserking would be good. 20% more attack and movement speed lasts 8 seconds. It's not bad. What else can we get rid of then? You know what? I don't think we actually repeat attacks. Did we ever have anything that repeated attacks? I don't think so. On dash, repeat your next attack. But like, I don't think it's working with the flail. Let's swap it. We get like clockwork. Unlucky hit increment active tally cooldowns. All right, I think we're gonna replace that again because we don't have any. Lethality. Critical hit multiplier at close range. You know what? Give me something good for once. Transcendence. Infusion buffs are permanent. Pointless. Pointless. Stack, burn, and bleed. Hidden blades, it's not guaranteed bleed, that's the boots that we said no to previously. We don't really bleed or burn. We burn with Balrog Wand. Do we want to make it stackable? Do we debuff? I don't even think we debuff. I don't know what happened to the armor that I had that would let me apply debuffs. So I guess we will stack burn and bleed. There you go. All right, I think ultimately we kind of rolled poorly on a lot of that, but I think it'll be fine regardless. It's still a fun run. And weirdly synergistic around, you know, on dash effects. There we go. I mean, on stack, like stacking burn actually works very well with what we have. Because we can stack burn with Balrog Wand. Oh, right, pick up the key. But that's pretty good. Lots of on-dash trigger effects, and I've been taking dash effect builds more, I've been taking periodical builds more when they show up. And I've been liking them because you can get these like weirdly strong runs of just random things happening. Fun run. And Trigger Mania on the amulet I think is better than the damage bonus we had from the other amulet because the attack speed means we orbital more, which means we fire more knives. And we have the quadruple trigger damage, which is really double trigger damage. So those knives were doing most of our damage. And I find that to be a fun build. Oh, good stuff! You know, one of these days I need to check out the campfire again. But if Tiny Rogues is getting an update in a couple weeks, maybe I will, at the end of March, maybe I will do that then. And see if they changed some of these things around at all. For now, hey, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Tiny Rogues.